Hi guys, we're going to do the drive that Ross Harris did the day his son died. So we're going to start here by the Chick-fil-A. We're going to go down to his office and sit there for just a second, and then continue on to where he discovered that his son was in the car. So come for a ride with me. Let's flip you around. It's right here to the right, and we're going to go right past it. Of course, it is Sunday today, so Chick-fil-A is closed, so I cannot get a diet lemonade like I like to do at the Chick-fil-A when I'm there. They have the best lemonade there. I'm sorry to anybody who does not live close to a Chick-fil-A. I'm not sure how the audio is turning out, so if for some reason the audio is not turning out, I will just talk over this when I play it later today. So there's the Chick-fil-A right there. He went inside the Chick-fil-A. Now normally he would go through the drive-thru in the mornings, but he did have Cooper with him that day, and he went inside. Now you can see right here there's no way to turn left, so he would have gone out this way and done a U-turn over here, which is what we're gonna do. And as we make this U-turn, you'll see a Home Depot here at this corner. That's the Home Depot that he did go to during lunch. During his lunch break, he did go to Home Depot to buy light bulbs, and that's the Home Depot right there. And you'll see just how close everything is here. It's hard to get an idea from a map. Now, after he makes this U-turn at this light, he would have had to make a left-hand turn on Pace's Ferry to get to Cooper's daycare. He did not. He went straight at this light and went right to his office. And that's from the time he left the Chick-fil-A till now. We're like a minute in right now. That is not a lot of time to forget where you were going. Now, I understand that in the morning, some people have a morning haze, morning fog. It's happened to me from time to time. Usually I'm a bright-eyed and bushy-tailed morning person, but it's happened from time to time where I have that morning fog. It's less than a mile down this road where his office is. Less than a mile. So we're going to head down this way, and it's just around this bend. And this is the Home Depot offices. They're called the tree house is what they call it, and you can see it's very wooded area here. Very wooded, and it's tucked back into the forest here. We can't go in, it's private property, and I'm not gonna move the cones to do that, to show you where he parked and everything. But this is the parking lot where he parked. He spent about 30 seconds in his car in this parking lot here, and then walked into the office. Didn't go back until about 4 o'clock when he left for work. Well, he did go back to put the light bulbs that he bought at lunch into his car, but he just threw them in. He opened the door and threw them in. He didn't look in his car. So we're gonna do a 3-point turn and continue on. At 4 o'clock, he left this office park, and he decided he was going to go to the movies. He was meeting some friends at the movies. He would have made a right out of this parking lot, which we'll do here, and go down to the Cumberland Mall area. I did not drive this before I'm filming, so hopefully I remember where I'm going. I do know where this parking lot is because I've been there a lot. Actually, I organized a meetup for another YouTuber, and the place that we met was at this parking lot, the same parking lot we're going to now. And interesting story, my sister came with me, and she met her husband there at the meetup. So I mean, you could say I'm a matchmaker. They're married now. They've been married for over a year. So, you know, I guess I know what I'm doing in the matchmaking world. I did not know that they were going to meet. Who am I kidding? So, we got to get over. We're going to go through the mall and out the other side. Follow all of these people. They know where I'm going. I bet there is an easier way to get to Acres Mill Road. I just don't know what it is. This is the way I would go. I'm going to try not to yell at the cars in front of me like I normally would if I'm in the car by myself. I don't get road rage. I get road insulty. This area of, I guess we're in Marietta here. Maybe we're in Atlanta now. I'm not sure. Marietta might be across the other side of the highway. But Mr. Zed and I got married in one of these hotels, these big buildings over here to the left. You'll see. That's where we had our wedding reception, is in one of those hotels over there. I think I can just go straight across here. The last time I was in this mall parking lot, it was right before Christmas for my company Christmas party. We went to one of these restaurants and it was packed, man. You could not find I was parked like a mile away, it felt like, to go to one of these restaurants. I'm sure there was an easier way to do that than go through the mall parking lot, but even taking the long way, you can see it's only been a few minutes. This is my, I mean, it's not really new anymore, but I did notice when I got this car last year that when I stop the car, if I have anything in the back seat, a lot of times I'll have my gym bag back there or, you know, my work bag, something in the back seat. And if there's anything at all on the back seat, my dashboard beeps at me and tells me to check the back seat. And I think it's because of cases like this that it does that. My worry is that because it happens even when there's just stuff back there, it doesn't have to be any sort of weight or anything. My worry is that people will start to ignore that warning, and it will still happen. So he was going to the movie theater over here at Acres Mill. And we're going to get to the spot where he discovered that his son, unfortunately, had been in his car since 9 o'clock that morning when he got to work. He's coming down Acres Mill here. I imagine that it was about here where he realized his son was in the car and he picked the first spot to pull over, and that was here. pulled right in here, and he stopped right about here. I'll stop here for just a minute. But he stopped here, and he started screaming and yelling, and there was people here. It was, it was on a weekday after work. He got off of work at 4, so it was about 4:30 when this happened, and bypassers came and took Cooper out of the car, started CPR, and called the police. He didn't even call the police himself. So let me park here. I don't want to be in the drive lane. And you can see this is just behind some stores here. This is a very populated area. So there were passerbys there to help. Thank goodness. You'll see in the video, the dash cam video, that he was acting very weird when he stopped here. When the police arrived, he was acting very, very odd. And the way he acted is why I believe he was found guilty. Now, there's no way to say what the normal way is to act when something like this happens. There's a wide variety of the way people might react when something like this happens, and he had a wide range of emotions, and people found it odd the way he acted, and I think that's what convicted him the first time. Anyway, this is On the Ground Tours with Katie Zed. I hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to do this with the Blood Mountain case that I did, but I just didn't have time to drive up to Blood Mountain that week. Luckily, this is much closer for me, and only about an hour from my house, so I was able to get here for you. And this is much better than maps. You know how I like my maps. I think On the Ground is way better. Anyway, back to me live streaming. Take it away in person, Katie. Bye, guys.